So we are back at Matador HQ. How we doing?
Not bad, you?
All right, mate.
Got something to show you.
So I hear.
Well, you've seen a few pictures so far, but you haven't seen the finished article, have you?
No.
Come this way.
Right, we're going to have a little look. What we got there? Oh. That is very... And this, if I'm not mistaken, is FTY.
It is, yeah.
Those that follow the Matador videos will remember FTY when we were taking it apart. That is superb, mate.
Almost finished.
It really is nice. No, it's lovely.
Why don't you jump up in the cab and have a look?
I'll have a little look. We'll do that. Look at that. This is absolutely fantastic. Nice period backrest in there, look.
Bit different from when we took it off.
It's a bit different, mate, yeah.
Flat 8.
Obviously there's a full video on that, but absolutely superb. I'll tell you what, I really like this colour, this interior colour. So it's a lot better than just the bronze green, isn't it? It's a lot lighter and, you know, you can see stuff.
We've driven it from here to the other side of the yard.
Okay.
That's the furthest it's been since 1992.
Really?
However, we are looking for a test driver to take it out on a little run down the road, little shakedown test, but none of us are brave enough to do it. So you're doing it. You've driven worse.
Right then, listen. One of the reasons, in fact the main reason we're here today is because we wanted some, involvement from you lot. And the reason is, at the end of this month, end of May, what is it?
27th and 28th of May.
27th and 28th of May, there is the AEC rally and show at Newark Showground. But it's not just AECs, is it?
No, it's a truck show.
Yeah.
For lorries built between 1920 and 2020. It's 100 years of trucks. All makes, all manufacturers.
So even like Scanias, DAFs, whatever and all that, plus old Seddons, maybe some Crossleys and some Bedford, you know, just all of them.
It'll all be there.
Right?
And some Matadors.
And
hopefully
some Matadors. So the thing is, Matt wants to take some of his Matadors along. Now, you're definitely going to take the one we've just seen, FTY.
Yep.
So that's actually going to be there. So
we're going to take that to show it off, basically.
Lovely example of a Matador. And as I said, it's one that you guys have sort of come along with the journey. You've seen it taken apart. And in the other videos you've seen, you know, when the chassis was being painted, and now you've seen it complete. So that'll be there. Are you going to take yours?
No, but I'll tell you who's we're definitely going to take.
Right.
We're going to take Henry's.
Henry's little Matador.
Because that'll fit in the back of my car.
It's a cheap day out.
Yeah.
But Henry's little Matador will be there, as will Henry. But here's the thing, muckers. Then we also want the wildcard, the Joker, the Matador that is ripe for restoration, to show people basically how they come in and how, obviously FTY will be how they go out with you, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we need that wildcard. We need that one that's in need of a bit of TLC.
It's going to get people talking.
It is. So that'll be the surprise appearance at the show, but we don't know which one. And we've spent hours on the phone, I was stood around drinking tea.
One cake and tea.
We can't come to a joint agreement on it. So that's why we want your involvement. And, well, these will be the contenders. Well, before we start that, this would be a contender. It's 37. But the thing is with 37s, we told you before, she's actually in a position now where she's very fragile, not ready to be moved because Matt has taken a lot of structural stuff off it because he's started doing the cab. So as you can see, this won't be one of the options we've got, because as I said, she's right in the middle now of actually the restoration starting on 37. But the nice thing about that is, I think next year's show, Matt,
We'll take it to the show next year.
take it to the show.
Finished.
All done. Finished.
Yep.
So, this is option 1, and we'll refer to this one, I think, as the loner.
A loner? The loner.
It's not a good option.
It's not a good option.
It's got a back wheel missing. Have you seen?
It's got all the wheels missing, really. It's just, yeah, but...
I've taken worse.
You have taken, that's what I said. You know, I mean, we could bang an axle underneath it for the time being, just to get it moving. So there's this option.
What do we do? Try and start it when we're there?
No, we don't. No.
Drive it round?
It's a public liability issue. You know, pistons coming out the side of blocks.
Yeah. I don't think my insurance company's going to cover it.
Tweaky about that sort of thing, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
I say, goddamn, what a rush!
There's this hideous thing as well. I suppose that's our only other option. But you've taken some of the axle off already.
It's only a wheel.
I know, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not great, is it? We still haven't done a will it start on this.
Job for the show?
No, we're not going to do a will it start at a bloody public event because, as I said,
People would love it.
I'm sure they will. Oh, by the way, everybody, we're now going to give all the ether and catch a piston if you can. It's like being at the bloody baseball, isn't it?
Oh, nice play.
Some gentleman just look at that. He bareheaded the baseball with one hand and a ticket in the other hand.
Catch a piston is on its way out through the side of the block. No. They're there. People can look around them, but we are not attempting to start these. It's not the place to do it, mate. They're our best two options, aren't they?
There's a third option I've just thought of.
Go ahead.
What about the Maltese one?
Ah. That's not
Not a bad idea. At least it rolls.
For once, you actually have
thank
come up
you.
with a good idea. Actually,
90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
this one, obviously the Maltese Mat, which is the one that we were last filming where we got it unstuck. Since then, how much have you done to the Maltese Mat?
Nothing.
Okay. So that's something we've got to get on with, and we'll film that. That was a good video to show, because I never thought we'd actually get it unstuck, that something's going to break. People loved that. Well, I say people, the vast majority of people loved it. There were some absolute cum puffins that were like, oh, you said you were going to do a will it start. It would seem that, obviously, the dumb types
Wankers.
don't understand English. Things, you know, how structure of a sentence, comprehension, question marks, and, you know, will it start, question mark, is a question. And that means we're not sure. They thought it meant, will it start, question mark means, yes, of course it will, and we'll also get it MOT'd and, you know, all fully glazed and restored. No, will it start, you absolute fuckwits, right, is a question. Will it start? The answer was fucking no. But that's not to say that we can't get it started. Should we do that at the show? No, we won't. Right. So, option 3. So we've got option 1, which is the loner. Option 2 is Amy Winehouse, as we call it, because it's got the tall roof, like the old beehive hairdo. And option 3 is the Maltese Mat, because we could actually move that about.
Yeah.
That will actually push about. So there we are. That is actually one of your better ideas. As I said, put your answers in the old squid pit below in the comments section. We'll have a look what you say, and well, basically, whichever one's most popular is the one we'll take along.
Yep.
Do that? So there we go. Right. Action.
systems are collapsing.
How dare you?
Right, next Matador. This one's a little bit different in the setup, and she's all green inside, obviously not as bright. Anyway, let's give her a go. Not the easiest to drive, but like I say, it's been stood 3 years. So let's have a little look at the door. Oh, I'll go straight back, Anne, then I'll go round and I'll back up. So this one is built, this is a very late one of the last Matadors ever built.
Like literally the very last Matador almost ever built. It was not even finished till 1960.
Yeah, Marshall's finished building, didn't they?
Yeah.
So a sat really, has done nothing since early 70s.
So it left the Air Force in 72. It'd only done 2,000 miles in 1972. It sat on an airfield in Germany with a barrage balloon tied to the back of it.
Yeah.
And we picked it up 3 or 4 years ago. It's been sat in the shed.
Well, it's never moved since I've been down here, nearly 4 years.
Yeah, and that's the first time.
As I said, I just wanted to just turn her over, get some oil up. Never even got the chance. As soon as that spark, that was into life.
But look, it's a time warp in that cab, isn't
I
it?
know. And you just looking here, I mean, that's
just how they were.
Yep. Yeah, it's just, yeah, as it is, it's just incredible. Right. What's next?
We've got to get Henry's one out. Do you reckon you're up for the job?
What, Henry's little one?
Yeah, it's got to come out.
Yeah, we got that.
Go on then. All right, this one out next.
Yeah.
Now, you've never driven this, have you?
No.
All the years.
Well, I have. I was like the first person to drive it.
Yeah.
But since that, I have never driven. I've been in it, as in I've had to move stuff out of it for you.
You've been a passenger, we've been down the road.
Yeah, I've never driven it. Not since that first day.
Don't scratch it.
Okay.
You're better off.
Going in this side, I think.
Yeah, but you won't get in there with your wallet.
Right, we'll get, yeah. Everything out from underneath, all good?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite emotional for me, as I said, because this has been 20 odd years since I've driven this. I was the first one to drive it, and up till today, haven't been in it before. Been, moved around the yard, or sat in here while Matt has, but I've never driven it. So yeah, old girl's come a long way.
He has no fucking clue what's going on.
So, there's not many places you're going to see this many restored Matadors in, just one place, one location. And to be fair, they're really all down to Matt, because he's the guy that orchestrates this circus with the help of Ant and people like that. But that's ideal day, mate.
Lovely, isn't it?
Normally we're in the snow, or the frost and the rain, but today's a gorgeous day. And we've got little Henry's one down the end there, look. Don't forget that. Isn't that cute? But it's been a good day, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
The question is, which one are you going to drive down the road this afternoon? Out of all four, which one are you going to take out? One of them's got to have a little run.
I would say FTY. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So another milestone for me, really, having taken the cab off this, done bits to it as we got it restored and whatever, and Matt's gone right through this one. It's just nut and bolt, basically. To then have the first proper drive, yeah, I feel quite sort of proud and privileged of that. Actually, it drives really well for a Matador. And these are vehicles that are 80 odd years old, and designed before the war. But yeah, absolutely lovely. The braking on this one is spot on, didn't pull or deviate. She changes up, changes down nicely, plenty of power. Yeah, really pleased with that. What that dog, hey? Is that good? You like all the Matadors? You can go for riding them once in a bit? You would love that, wouldn't you? So there we go, muckers. Like I say, let us know which one of the projects you want to see at the show, and then come along to the show and come and say hello and see which one you chose. Right then, muckers. We'll catch you on the next one. Do well.